Alright guys, welcome to the channel. This is my wrap-up section of the day. I've gone through the top 20 questions as I always do. Top 20 questions on life insurance today. And I'm just sharing this link to my Facebook page. Don't really have much luck on Facebook actually, but hey, keep doing what I'm doing, and that's all I can do, right? So I'm gonna pop this over here. And let's see, what can I do here? One thing that I saw today was there was this mother, I'm not sure the exact location, but she thought she had life insurance. Sorry, guys. Karma, please stop barking at the neighbors. But she thought she had this mother thought she had life insurance on her 7-year-old kid, and unfortunately, he passed away in a fire on the 4th of July. I think it might have been some illegal fireworks. And when she called the insurance company, she found out that there was never a policy in place. So there was this guy that went door to door. He went door to door, and I'm guessing he sold them a policy, but the policy wasn't real, unfortunately. And so when they called, they said that they didn't have a record of her with a policy. So this guy was going door to door, signing people up for this fake insurance, and he was pocketing the money. Or that's what it seems to be. There's no indication that they actually caught the guy as of yet, but I hope they catch him and they sentence him to a long time in prison. That is just my hope, because first of all, like there not enough parents that actually get life insurance. My hope, because they don't actually get life insurance. So the fact that this mother took the time to sign up for a policy, even though it was a fake agent, that shows she actually cared. She was doing the right thing. And then whenever she went to collect, they found out that she was scammed. So the community came together. They raised enough money for the burial, which is a good thing. But it still upsets me the fact that she was scammed like that. There's one thing you can look for as far as a life insurance agent. They all have a national producer number. Mine's 198177719. Every life insurance agent has one. You can use that number to look them up in the database, so you can make sure that the license are valid and everything. Also, whenever you get a life insurance policy, they mail it out to you. It takes like 5 to 7 business days or 5 to 10 business days after they receive the first payment. Your agent should call you after that just to verify that you received the policy, everything looks good, and you can always call the company itself too just to verify it. But yeah, this lady was scammed, unfortunately, and I hope they catch the guy, and I hope they put him in jail for a very long time. This isn't the first time this has happened either. I think there was a few years ago that there was a life insurance agent in Florida, and what he did was he went door to door just like this guy did. He signed up a bunch of people for life insurance, and he went by every week to or every month to collect the payments cash, right? First of all, life insurance companies typically don't accept cash. Usually these days it's automatically direct deposited, or direct withdrawal from your checking account. Some of them take credit cards, but there should never be a time where you hand an agent cash money. And the receipt that they gave her was like a handwritten receipt. Yeah, that used to be popular back in my grandfather's day, like back in the 80s and early 90s, where they would go door to door, but that just doesn't happen anymore. So just be careful with who you work with and who you trust as far as life insurance or anything in general. All right. So if you guys have any questions about life insurance or in general, I am winding down the day, and I'll be happy to answer them. Or if you just want to say you had a great day, that is also very acceptable. I was thinking about doing a few more videos for senior citizens. They get the short end of the stick when it comes to life insurance as far as the amount of spam, the amount of phone calls, the amount of pressure. So I was thinking about doing a few more videos for senior citizens on how to get life insurance without the spam calls, like things to look out for. It's horrible. They will actively lie to senior citizens to get them on the phone. You have no idea how many different strategies that are out there to get them on the phone. They'll say they're calling from senior benefits. They'll say that they're calling because their state benefit needs to be reviewed. Oh, hey, Maria, how are you? I was just ranting about like some of the bad life insurance stuff out there, but I'm glad you're on the chat, and I hope you're having a great day. Those are my dogs, by the way. They are. There's some neighbors walking their dogs, and my dogs are not being walked currently, so they are upset with that. They're actively voicing their discontent with the fact that they are not currently on a walk, so you'll have to excuse the noise. Normally, they're not like that. They get their walks every day, so I'm not sure what they're complaining about. But yeah, I was just going through some stuff, ranting about some of the stuff you see online. This is one that I see all the time. And you guys probably, if you guys are interested in life insurance, I'll continue with it. But if not, you just ask a question. I'll be happy to go over it. This is a company. I wish I could. Yeah, this is a company here where the prices look really good for a whole life policy, but the price keeps going up on the seniors every year, and then every 5 years, and until they eventually cancel it, or it cancels when they turn 80. So that's what that is. So I always warn seniors, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. This is actually like this is for a 65-year-old male. It's about $30 cheaper than other policies, but where they get you is the price just keeps going up. It's not whole life. It cancels after a certain period of time. And I've talked to senior after senior after senior that's gotten this policy, thought it was a great deal, and until it went up to an amount where they couldn't afford it. So hey, 3 people in the chat. All right, life insurance channel is popular. Nice. All right. If you have any questions about life insurance, feel free to chime in. I've done a few videos today for life insurance as far as some of the more commonly asked questions. I do that every single day. I'm live every day, so if there are any questions, feel free to ask them. I was just going over this policy here where it's a renewable term and how it looks like a good deal, but in the long run, or actually in the short run, it really gets you. So, very quiet audience. Okay. All right. Well, I can go back to the fake life insurance agent that scammed this mom, which is unfortunate. Well, let's see. Maybe I'll want to go through some of the advertisements that senior citizens see on a day-to-day basis.
Most homeowners have.
All right. Let me kill this.
Life.
Trying to find some. I do have a list of all of the scam advertisements out there. A lot of them will say things like a new state-approved benefit that's just been released. They'll try to tie themselves into some type of authority like Social Security office or something like that. It's just not true. All right. They're just using that to get people to call them or to get their information. And once they get the information, they're going to sell it. Like there's a 100% chance that they're going to sell your information. And once they sell it, people are going to call you nonstop. And that's pretty much just how it goes. All right, I still have one loyal viewer. I'm not sure who you are, but I'm glad you're here. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. Oh, here's something interesting that I did today. I'm not sure if that one person is a parent or not, or a parent. Let me see if I can pull this up. I did do some tentative quotes for people from 25 to 50, male and female, for term policies. These are policies that offer a large amount of coverage for a very little bit of money. They're designed to cover to protect families, while the kids are growing up, while they're paying off the mortgage, while they're building up the retirement account. So I did some quotes on that today. I don't know if that would be of interest to you, but here are some of them. And this is from 25 to 50, so ages 25 to 50. Let me pull up my live stream here. So from 25 to 50, this is the how much it costs. It's so inexpensive. And I'm not sure why every parent doesn't have one of these policies, but based on the math, it's half of them don't have it. But yeah, 25-year-old male, $500,000 worth of coverage for 30 years is like $27 a month. Which is insanely inexpensive, right? So 30-year-old male, it's like $28 a month. That's an excellent help. I did do the worst case scenario too. This is okay, and I lost you. I lost you. Okay. Maybe I should do something a little bit different. Perhaps I should do just a live for parents between the ages of 25 to 50. That might be a good one, right? That could be a good one. 25 to 50 for parents, show them how inexpensive it is. I don't think the cost is really the issue though. I think really for parents, the fact that they don't have it is the fact that they haven't thought about their deaths, right? Like if a parent actually sat down and said, "Hey, what happens to my family if I die tomorrow?" Then every parent out there would have a life insurance policy. I guarantee you, or all the good ones would. Most of parents would have a life insurance policy. So if people actually sat down and thought about like what happens to my family if I die tomorrow, more than likely parents who have kids under 18 would 100% have it. Hey viewer, welcome to the channel. I was just talking to myself, but if you have any questions, feel free to chime in. I was just talking about how inexpensive term policies are for parents, especially parents who have kids under 18. I was just going over some stuff I did earlier for some tentative quotes. I will bring that up into view, actually. That might be useful. But if you have any questions, life insurance related, feel free to put it in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Or if you have any kind of questions in general, I am all ears. If you want to say hi to my dogs, you're more than welcome to do that as well. So, all right, but here we go. This is for ages 25 to 30. All right, and I'm going to do that right here. This is for a male, 25 to 30. This is how inexpensive this really is as far as the coverage amount. So a 25-year-old male can get a 30-year term, $500,000. In excellent health, it's like $27.53. I did the worst case scenario, which would be he's barely going to get approved. It's like $65 a month. And if you're 25 and you're in that health condition, you might be better off to get a policy, especially if you have a kid. But that is the price. Most people at that age are going to be between $27 to $30 a month. So it's really inexpensive. 35. I think the average age of a first-time parent is, for a male, is 30 years old. And for a female, it's 27. So a 30-year-old male had his first kid, can get a $500,000 policy for $28.85 a month. It's just insanely inexpensive. And if he sat down once he had the kid and asked himself, hey, what happens to me, or what happens to my family if something happens, then more than likely he'd be more than willing to invest the $28 to make sure that they're fine. Once you get older, obviously it's going to cost more and also your health conditions. That's going to increase the price as well. But I guess the biggest thing is like it's so inexpensive and it's so fast to do as well. I think a lot of times people are misled by the advertisements. They always want to make you seem like, or make it appear that there's something better, that here's the secret sauce that you're always missing out on. The truth is most good life insurance companies are fairly similar in price. Your health conditions can play a factor, especially for senior citizens. That's where shopping around really helps out. If you're a senior citizen, you've got multiple conditions, then working with a broker would probably be beneficial just because they have access to different carriers and they can do a comparison for you. different carriers, they have different weights for different health conditions, so that would be a good time to shop around. But for a term policy for a young family, I think it's more complicated than it needs to be. I would go to directly to Banner Term, get a quote, fill out the application. Takes maybe 15 minutes total for an excellent health between $27 and I'd say $50 is probably the average for most people for a good 20-year term policy, and it can be done. We could end the GoFundMe campaigns in a day if everybody sat down and did that. All right, I'm going to take a look here. I'm going to actually pull up my my website here, and for the one person, if you are younger or older, I'm not sure where you fall, but if you do want to get a term quote, here is my agent link to Banner Term. You don't have to use that. If you'd like to go directly to Banner Term, you're more than welcome to do so as well. But this will give you a price, a tentative price for coverage. They go all the way up to $15 million, but usually that's like professional athletes or entertainers or something like that. Those are the people who usually go up to 15. Typically, like a family of 3 or 4, it's like 500,000 to a million, maybe 1.5 to 2 million tops. The approvals are almost instantly. It's like maybe you can get instant approval most of the time. Sometimes it might take a day or so. I'm not sure if my live went out or not. It is quite possible. But yeah, here are the prices for females. I did all the way from 25 to 50 as well. If you notice here, this is where I went from the 30-year term to the 20-year term at age 45, just because it'll take them all the way through to retirement. And that's usually when people have the houses paid off, all the kids are out. It's no longer really a need for a term policy at that point. You've accomplished everything you wanted to accomplish. The house is paid off, the kids are established, your retirement account's funded. So that's where I kind of stop it at retirement age. Also, roughly 18% of the people don't make it to retirement, so that is always something good to have. Now, if you don't have life insurance, I would say the 10-year period that's most crucial, from what I've seen, is the ages of 35 to 45. Right? Typically between 35 to 45, this is the last 10 years where most people are completely healthy. Just because once you're 45 years old, you go into the doctors, they slap on those rubber gloves, they break out that long pipe with that camera on top of it, and they start looking for things. And if they look, they're going to find it. All right, so I lost my one viewer. I do appreciate the time, though. That was very nice of you to spend your time with me. All right, I'm checking to see if there are any more. If there are any questions at all, feel free to ask any questions. All right, well, I can pull up some advertisements that I've seen as far as. I'm going to pull up some of the scam advertisements that I've seen. There are quite a few, to be honest. Here is one scam advertisement that is actually quite popular. Let me see if I can find my. Right here. This is one scam advertisement that comes up a lot. And what this has done, for some background information, probably more than you really care for, but these are run by data brokers. So what they do is they run these advertisements and they get people to call in And when they call in, they're transferred to a life insurance agent. Now, the life insurance agent is probably paid anywhere from $40 to $70 to get this call. So it doesn't matter to these data brokers what they say at the advertisements, honestly. And the life insurance agents, they're being duped as well. But, and the ones who do know how fraudulent these ads are, if they're in bed with them, then they kind of get what they deserve, I suppose. Because, I mean, if you think about it, if these people are going to lie to your potential clients, do you think they're not going to lie to you? I have my doubts. But anyway, this is the advertisement that gets a lot of seniors. As you look here, 949 people are interested in it. There's over 793 shares. I think the last time I checked, there was a few hundred people that had saved it. So it really does get seniors' attention.
Why the hell aren't you telling senior citizens they're eligible for this new 2026 $25,000 benefit?
Oh, you're talking about the final expenses benefit? Yes, seniors can actually claim this benefit before the deadline.
Social Security retirees must meet this new requirement by the end of the month or lose benefits. If you're over...
You see how they use the Social Security Administration, they use the word benefits. So senior citizens who get Social Security and they also receive benefits, they think, or they link it together, and they I guess they're looking for some kind of authority. That's what these advertisers are doing. They're trying to build some kind of authority for them to do this. And you might say, hey, people probably won't fall for this, but yes, these guys get a lot of calls every day.
Over 50, you are owed a $25,000 insurance benefit that can be used for funeral costs, bills, or whatever your family needs, but it will not be sent to you automatically. The benefit is literally sitting there waiting.
Yeah, the benefit is literally sitting there waiting for you, right? You just have to call in and claim it.
Waiting for you to
I hate
claim
these people
it, but
so
most
much, guys.
people never will. This new benefit gives life insurance to U.S. citizens over 50. So if you're seeing this...
You notice how he said gives, right? Like he doesn't say it's going to cost. It gives. It's a benefit. Social Security Administration is very scammy.
This is your last chance to claim your $25,000 final expense insurance benefit before it disappears forever. You need to act now if you want to claim it in time. Since I'm over 50, I qualified with no strings attached. I got approved for $25,000 funeral insurance benefit this week. I swear everything changed when I discovered this 2026 final expense insurance benefit. But you won't see them advertising this anywhere because they don't want you to know it.
They don't want you to know it exists. So that's kind of like an exclusivity type packaging as far as the advertising. Oh, it's the lowest of the frickin' low.
Exists. The best part is it doesn't take away from any of your current benefits. The administration finally decided to help out older folks. But what frustrates me
the administration had nothing to do with this, by the way.
Most is how buried they keep this program. People who desperately need this help will never hear about it, and that's by design. I almost missed it myself, and I refuse to let that happen to you. Otherwise, the benefit goes right back into the system, which is exactly what they want. I thought it was too good to be true.
I guarantee you, if there was a lawmaker that passed a benefit like this, then all right. Well, I lost whoever was here. But I will continue.
First two, but I was approved for $25,000 final expense insurance benefit. All I did was click the link below, answered a couple of yes or no questions, and spoke with a representative to finalize my approval. It took just 10 minutes, and I was able to do it all right from my phone. So click the link below right now and secure your benefit before the deadline passes. Do it before Friday. There won't be any extensions or second chances. Click below now.
Why the hell aren't you telling seniors?
All right, well, that is the advertisement that senior citizens get exposed to. This is a very common theme. It really is. They do this for walk-in tubs. They do it for window replacements, roofing. It's the same format, that there's some new program that's been approved that people just don't know about, so they just have to call in to find out about it. It's the highest level of scam, if you ask me. And it's targeted towards senior citizens, and most senior citizens, they can see through it, but there are a few that might have some medications or something, and they'll call in and often get pressured into getting something. But yeah, this is what they're up against. This is what senior citizens are up against whenever they look for something. All right, welcome to the channel, one viewer. I was just going over some of the scams that are out there in life insurance. I went over some rates for younger people who were looking for coverage, especially if they have kids. But I am open for questions, or if you just want to say how your day is going, that is also a valid comment to be made. All right. No comment. All right. Cool. All right. We'll take a look and see if there are any questions on Facebook. I always like to check. I never engage on these questions. Half of the questions on life insurance on Facebook are from small content creators, and what they're trying to do is increase, what do you call it? When they engagement, they try to increase engagement. So they'll post something like, "Hey, do you know a good life insurance?" Yeah, okay, you went away. But yeah, they often they do this just to get engagement going, right? So they'll post something on there and they'll say, "Do you know a good life insurance company?" or something like that, and then before you know it, there's like 20 or 30 different life insurance agents harassing the comments. But yeah, that is how it goes. So let's take a look and see if there are in fact any questions out there on life insurance. Preferred non-tobacco. Yeah, if you're a smoker, your prices are going to be much higher, right? Oh, what do we have here? Oh, this looks good, actually. I like this. Someone posted one of their clients. What is this? PL promised term 30 years, $250,000 for $86 a month. That doesn't seem like it's an unreasonable price, to be honest with you. Let's see. That really doesn't. I'm assuming this is a level term. They're 51 years old. I'm not sure if they're male or female, but let's take a look and see what we can do. All right. All right, 51 years old. Okay, 0601 and 75. I think that's 51. A non-smoker. I'm going to go with male first and see what that is going to yield. $250,000 for 30 years. That might actually be an excellent price, to be honest with you. But we'll take a look and see. 76.58. So we are, yeah, we're about $10 less expensive than they are. And that's provided that they are in fact a male. If they are a female, then we might be significantly less expensive than they are. And we are, right? Yeah, we are. Okay, so yes. So that does seem like it's not a horrible price, by the way. I don't know what company they're with, but that does not look like a horrible price by any means. We got an insurance agent. Nice beard, by the way. Try to grow mine out, but it just doesn't work right.
It's your GoFundMe? I don't know, man. You just trying to make a commission off of me? Like, does the company get a split if I make a donation too? I don't know, man. I feel like you're trying to sell me something.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Here's a good question. Could your family stay in their home without your income? Probably not. I think that's the situation for most families, right? right, Cincinnati Bengals. Another local business owner. Okay. All right, so $1 million for every $50,000 of annual retirement income. Okay, that does make sense. Does anyone have life insurance term or whole life and they love it? All right, this could be another agent. Let's try to find one of the questions that are asked, and I'll show you how small content creators get engagement by asking about life insurance. Let's see, what do we have?
Every week I see it, someone passes away unexpectedly, and within 24 hours, their family's on Facebook with a GoFundMe asking friends and strangers to help cover funeral costs, and people share it and donate because they're good people. But here's the thing, and a family that grieves and goes broke. If you want to know what that looks like for your specific situation, the link is in my bio. I'm Dana, an independent broker, zero pressure, straight answers.
I like you, Dana.
Every week I see it.
Dana, good job, Dana.
Someone passes away unexpectedly, and within 24 hours.
Yeah, there's really no excuse not to have a policy in place. There's really not. Like, if you get kids, there's no excuse. I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean or anything, but if you've got kids under the age of 18 and you don't have a life insurance policy, you're putting them at a potential disadvantage. I mean, that's. I think you owe it to your kids to sit down and think about what would happen if you passed away and how that would look like from a financial standpoint. If you haven't done that and you don't have any life insurance, then they are at risk, and it is completely avoidable. All right. Has anyone purchased life insurance through Costco? That is an awesome. I like that one. That's great. I don't think that they have life insurance. That could be. I'm sure that's a joke. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised completely if they did. You know, but I don't think Costco would have that. All right. All right, so I'm taking a look here and see if there's anything else going on. I don't see anything, guys. I really don't. All right. All right, my friend just sent me a message saying that she just tested positive for COVID, which isn't good. actually give my friend a call here. Hmm. Yeah. All right. Hey, welcome aboard, guys, or person, male or female. Hopefully, you're having a good day. Sorry, I've got to get a call here. Hey, what's going on, sir? No worries, man. Kristen doing okay? She said she got positive or tested positive for COVID. All right. Yeah, is she feeling okay? Right on. Yeah. Yeah. When I had COVID, it was miserable, but oh, that was horrible. Yeah, yeah. You might get it too, but your immune system's strong, so you should be fine. Right on. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, she's probably gonna miss work for a while with the COVID. So. Oh yeah, that's right. Summertime. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right, sir. Well, I'm probably gonna get back to work here, doing a little bit of yeah, yeah, still working, doing some videos, stuff like that. But yeah, you probably got COVID then if you got two different tests and they're the same. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Well. Mhm. Yeah, and COVID isn't as strong as it used to be either, right? COVID. Mhm. Yeah, that's how COVID was for me, but that was like when it was in its peak. That's when it was. I had the OG COVID. I had the. Oh. Mhm. Right. No, they're small. They got those super immune systems, so yeah, they're going around daycare licking the furniture, so their immune system should be top notch. Yeah. Mhm. That's good. Mhm. Yeah, at first I thought you were sending me a photo of a pregnancy test. I was like, oh no, triplets. Oh, but yeah, the COVID. Yeah, they should have pregnancy tests that play music or something. If you're pregnant, it'll be like a little streamer sound, and if you're not, it's like wah wah wah. But I'll see if I can pitch that idea to one of the companies. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's right. That's gonna be a great movie. I need to put the countdown in there. It's only a few more days. No, we'll see. But yeah, that's